Hey, welcome to another gameplay video. Alright, we're back playing Legendary Fisherman. I think it's good for one last spin. Let's see how he does today. We got our effect failures, we got our max Cs. We're not really making any changes. I don't think there's any changes since last time. We're just going to take Legendary Fisherman out for a spin and see how he does. We got 3 copies of Legendary Fisherman 2. We got 2 copies of Legendary Fisherman 3. We got an extra deck full of shenanigans. Let's get to the game. But before we do, if you like the channel, please consider subscribing. Legendary Fisherman's not paying my bills. Alright, let's go. Alright, here's our hand. We got the Sharks, we got Max C, we got Ash. Hopefully we can get some plays in. Looks like our opponent's packing Ash as well. Our Shark's just gonna sit here, not doing much. Legendary Fisherman, gonna sit by the sidelines. We'll just have to pass here. Not much more we can do. We got the Max C though. Let's get activating. They're gonna call by the grave, so Max C offline. They can do whatever they want. Hopefully, whatever they want is not something that disturbs our Buzzsaw Shark. Opponent's gonna activate Zephyr Providence. Gonna search for a Zephyr card. We're gonna get Ashen. I don't know what this deck does. Let's just Ash it. That's usually the right call. Opponent's going to activate Dark Contract with the Gate. Now I remember this from DD's, so is this a DDD's deck? Get summon the DD7 on Kepler. Get searching with the Oracle of Zephyr's field spell. Adding a Zephyrath to hand, and then just making a Link Karibo and passing. So that is not too bad. Alright, we get back to our turn. We got an Ice Berry. That's going to be potentially something that could come in handy. Let's get making our XC. We're gonna make the Bahamut Shark, and we're gonna make our Toad here. Let's get battling. Now our idea is we're gonna make Zeus after we attack with our Toad. So Toad gets reduced to 0, that's fine. Let's get Zeus in here. Now we got a negate, we got a Zeus, we got an Ice Barrier. Now we gotta make sure we use up our Toad, we use up our Ice Barrier before we activate Zeus, because Zeus is gonna wipe the whole field. He's gonna pop the Ice Barrier, so we won't get to activate it. Opponent's going to activate Dark Contract with the Gate to burn themselves for 1,000 points of damage. They're going to activate again to add a DD monster to their hand. We're going to let that happen. Opponent's going to summon DD Lamia and activate a Zephyr Providence, but opponent's going to concede. I don't know if they were thinking we were, maybe they wanted to bait our Toad and they were unhappy that we didn't do it, but opponent's not willing to play through our Zeus. So, hey. Legendary Fisherman, look, he was right here. He was right here watching. And you know what? Where I come from, we call that a Legendary Fisherman win. Let's check out our opponent's deck list. Alright, opponent's got very interesting shenanigans here. Looks like a pendulum list. We got some Yang Zings, we got some Endymions. I do not know what this is. I'm seeing Zephyras. I'm seeing all sorts of different pendulum monsters that I do not know what they do. Dragon Shrines to send stuff to the graveyard. Well, what a deck. 50 cards. No grass. Not sure if that's middle ground. See, if people are playing grass, I saw some grass decks. So if you're going to play against grass, you make a 60 card deck. What's this 50 cards, Go all the way. If you're going to put, this is what I always say, either go 60 or 40. No middle ground. None of this 50 stuff. This is just a silliness. Alright, well, opponent's got a pretty reasonable extra deck. Looks like, of course, they got the Electromite to search for their pendulums. But this is some wackiness here. Alright, well, let's go on to the next game. Alright, next game up against Feiyu. They are going to go first, get summoned in a Doki Doki. Get special summon an Adimancipators. This is Adimancipators. This is Adimancipators. They're going to have revealing cards on the top of their deck. Get special summon in the Crystal. Now, luckily we have a Kaiju, so hopefully whatever their final board is, we can Kaiju it. We also got Citadel Whale and a Legendary Ocean, so Citadel Whale could be online. Opponent's going to get set in some sort of card here. Get searching again. Special summon a Kwaki Marigardna. They are going to get making a Hulk Vibrex. Adding a tuner monster to their field. Gonna do a pretty big Link summon here. for a Appaloosa. Alright, well, Kaiju's looking pretty sweet now. Gonna get activated in the graveyard. Special summon a token. So, Hulk of Fibrax can activate. Probably Synchro Summon into something with this token. And obviously, Appaloosa, we're gonna have to Kaiju so we can get monster effects online. So let's get Kaiju in. We draw Legendary Fisherman, the perfect time. Get Kaiju in. Appaloosa offline. No more monster negates. Opponent's gonna instantly activate to get TG Wonder Magician. TG Wonder Magician gonna pop a spell on the field. They're popping their own spell. And then they can Synchro Summon immediately with the token. Looks like they're making a Dragite, so Dragite will negate a spell. Look like they summoned it in defense positions. That's good for us. The card they popped was Artifact Scythe. The Artifact Scythe gonna summon itself. Now, this card's pretty ruthless. A lot of decks can't win against a lock like this, so it's called the Scythe lock. When it's destroyed, it summons itself. When it's special summoned during your opponent's turn, opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. So the whole extra deck is offline. We cannot summon anything from the extra deck. But you know what? We don't need to summon from the extra deck because we got a Legendary Fisherman 3 in our hand, which, you know, that's going to come in handy potentially later. For now, let's get summoned in the Citadel Whale. We'll special summon Swap Frog here, get a Toad in the graveyard, tribute our Swap Frog. That's going to give us a special summon later. Who knows when we might need it. We're going to keep Legendary Fisherman in hand because, no, there's a chance. There's a chance we could summon the Legendary Fisherman 3. We're going to get activated in the Umi now that the Dragite is off the field, can't negate it. We're going to get activated. Better to have this online as soon as possible. Opponent is going to get activated in the graveyard, sending their Dragite back to the deck. They're going to normal summon Ash Blossom, and because Gameciel's level's reduced, they got exactly 10. They're going to make up a Baron de Fleur. We're sending before they summon. We didn't know what they were going to summon, but we sent before so that our spells would be immune to destruction. Baron's going to try and target our Whale. Whale's going to negate. Baron's going to negate the Whale's negate. Whale gets dead, but Baron's negate is offline. They're going to get attacking. Could it be? If we draw Legendary Fisherman, we will be able to summon him since his level is reduced by 1. And then we'll be able to special summon Legendary Fisherman 2. We will be able to banish our opponent's Baron de Fleur. Could it be? Could it be? We get our Buzzsaw Shark back on the field. No. Sadly, we draw an Ash Blossom. And our opponent rudely gonna special summon the Artifact Scythe back with the Baron de Fleur, making us locked out of the extra deck for another turn. This is ruthless. Luckily, we don't need an extra deck. We got Legendary Fisherman in hand. We're gonna try and special summon our Whale from the graveyard by special summoning Rodent Toad into the field, but our opponent's got a Skullmeister, and he's gonna negate the activation of our Rodent Toad. Sorry, Toad. You're offline. Looks like we're just going to have to wait another turn. Hopefully our opponent can't lethal us through our beautiful Buzzsaw Shark. Opponent going to get normal summoning Doki Doki. We're going to pull our Buzzsaw off the field. Just take this damage. We can handle it. Alright, Buzzsaw, get summoning. Draw for turn. What do we got? Monster Reborn. Well, this is pretty sick. It does not allow us to summon Legendary Fisherman, but we can get back our Citadel Whale. Citadel Whale on board. Get battling. Gonna blow up the Artifact Scythe. Gonna blow up the Doki Doki. Gonna go main phase 2. We're gonna hold on to the Ash here. We could have summoned it and made a synchro play, but looks like our opponent's conceding. Alright, let's check out our opponent's deck list. Oh, and by the way, Legendary Fisherman win. Look at him right there. He was there watching the whole time. Alright, here's the opponent's deck list. They're going to feel pretty embarrassed when they find out they got beat by Legendary Fisherman 3. This is a Tier 1 or Tier 2 deck, Adimancipators. And we showed them the power of Legendary Fisherman, that's for sure. Even with the Scythe lock, we played through the Scythe lock. You know what? Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. In fact, that might be worthy of a video title there. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, we got Ice Barrier. We get set in that. Get activated from the graveyard. We're going to get activated Buzzsaw Shark. They got an Ash. They always do. But we can special summon our white stingray by discarding Rodent Toad. Get our Bahamut Shark. Get our totally awesome Hexy summon Bahamut Shark in defense position. Activate. Get our Toad. We're going to get set in that ice barrier. And we'll pass to the opponent. See what they got. Effect Veiler also online. Can get a negate of their monster. They're going to summon Planet Pathfinder. We're going to negate. If that were to activate, it would get negated in the graveyard. They Kaiju us. They're going to get attacking with Radiant the Kaiju. They're accidentally going to destroy themselves. Big oops, opponent. Not sure why they attacked with the Planet Pathfinder, but they're going to concede. I am guessing that this was... Well, we'll take a look at their deck. I'm guessing this is numerons, but it could be some sort of wacky Kaiju shenanigans. Alright, let's check out their opponent's deck list. Alright, looks like our guess was correct. It is the numerons playing a very heavy Kaiju package. Are they playing the Kaiju Wrath? They are not. They're just playing some Torrential Tributes. Got a lot of Twin Twisters, got some Lightning Storms, got the Numeron spells, and the extra deck obviously full of Numeron monsters with the Mekk-Knight Crusadia and the Appaloosa. Alright, well, this is a pretty typical meta deck. Obviously, Make Toad Pass is not really a demonstration of the power of Legendary Fisherman 3, but hey, we did win. Legendary Fisherman is in the deck. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, we got Legendary Fisherman, original Legendary Fisherman in hand. We can normal summon him. Get normal summon it. Go to the opponent's turn. We're going to activate Sea Stealth Attack. Now our Legendary Fisherman cannot be destroyed by battle. They're going to activate Raigeki. We're going to get Legendary Fisherman off the field. No Raigeki. Legendary Fisherman is safe. Opponent is going to concede. Now, opponent clearly respects the power of Legendary Fisherman. Their Raigeki was useless. There was nothing they could do. Now, I honestly don't know why they conceded there. Maybe their hand was a complete brick. Maybe they needed us to have extra deck monsters for their deck to function. Let's take a look at the opponent's deck list and find out. But hey, you want a Legendary Fisherman win? That is the most Legendary Fisherman of wins that you could have. Alright, checking out our opponent's deck. They got Chaos Summoning Beast. I do not know what this is. Looks like it summons Maria, Lord of Searing Flames. So this is some sort of budget Egyptian gods deck. Interesting. I don't know the summoning conditions for these monsters. Tribute 3 monsters. Each time an opponent normal summons a monster, special summon a Phantasm token. Tribute 3 monsters. So I'm guessing they got to get a Chaos Summoning Beast. They got to get one of their budget Egyptian gods to special summon, and that's their path to victory. And our deck was, yeah, kind of immune to skill drain, kind of immune to summon limit. Like normal summon Legendary Fisherman Pass isn't something they could really negate. So maybe their hand was a bit bricky and there wasn't anything they could do to stop the power of Legendary Fisherman. I mean, Ash useless, Maxi useless, Nibiru useless. Like, they could have had a completely dead hand. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, in 2 turns, we can Foolish Burial Goods Ice Barrier to the graveyard, get both pieces of Legendary Fisherman. Let's get Activate an Ice Barrier in the graveyard. Get piece number 1, Legendary Fisherman. Now, we do want to do something this turn, so we're going to special summon our Toad here, discarding Legendary Fisherman. And we're going to special summon our Toad again. We can make a totally awesome here. Get special summoning. Totally awesome. We also got an Ash and an Imperm. And next turn, we might be able to get our Legendary Fisherman online. We're just a couple pieces away. We're going to get activating our Toad here. Special summon a Swap Frog to the field, but opponent is giving up. You know what happened? They looked in the graveyard. They saw Legendary Fisherman, and they said to themselves, there's no way I can get through this. The power is too high. Alright, let's check out our opponent's deck. Alright, looks like opponent was playing Synchrons with Deep Sea Diva. Buzzsaw Shark, very interesting. What is this? Ice Knight. Oh, am I gonna have to steal this? Oh, I might have to steal this. I might have to steal this list. Artifact Sanctum. Special summon an artifact monster from your deck. If this card's destroyed, you can target a card on the field, destroy it. I'm guessing this is like a bait. Doesn't look like they have... Oh no, they can use to summon artifact scythe. Special summon artifact monster. Oh. Oh, they can set this and summon scythe from the deck. I didn't even know this card existed. Well, that's very strong going first. That is some ruthlessness. They got Nemesis Corridor. They got a lot of rank 4s. I'm guessing they want to go rank 4, make Toad. Maybe that's why they saw our Toad. They're like, oh, he's a man of culture with his own Toad. They got Thunder Dragon Colossus. How do you make Thunder Dragon Colossus in this deck? Oh, I do not know. Is that just a trick? How do you make Colossus? Is there a way to summon a fusion monster using some of these extra deck cards? Why is this in here? Maybe Stealth Kraken? No, Stealth Kraken doesn't. Sky Cavalry Centuria? No? Alright, well, if any of you understand how he plans to make Thunder Dragon Colossus, let me know. If it's just in here as a meme, I mean, maybe it is. What do you summon with Diva? What's he summon with Diva? He normal summons Diva. He gets Guitar Gurnads. Okay. He's got the one Guitar Gurnad, so he gets this. He can either make a level 8 by doubling the level of this card, or he can make a level 7 by doubling the level of Deep Sea Diva. So he can make a Monoceros or a White Aura Whale or a Borrelord Savage Dragon. That's pretty spicy. That's pretty spicy. Maybe this card's worth running in the Sea Serpent deck list. The Ice Knight, once per turn, lets you normal summon a water monster during your main phase in addition to your normal summon. That's pretty useful. It can be pretty useful. Lets you make a rank 4. XC Remora lets you special summon itself if you detach 2 materials from a monster. So that could be useful for doing extension plays. We have our Artifact Moltec. During your opponent's turn, if this is destroyed, destroy a face-up card. Interesting. Alright, well, this is spicy. I've never seen Artifact Sanctum be used. I've never seen this in any deck before. So that's quite spicy. I might have to steal this list. If you guys are interested in seeing me play a list like this, let me know in the comments. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, we've had a good run with Legendary Fisherman, but I'll let you know, this is his last day before retirement. After this, we're retiring Legendary Fisherman. So let's hope this is a good game. Alright, Foolish Burial Goods. Send into the graveyard. Get out in Legendary Ocean. With the War of Atlantis. The Ice Barrier in the graveyard, we could search. They're going to activate Fire Formation Tenki. Now, the smart play is to Ash the Fractal. Get Ashen. Should slow down his plays a little bit. But Tri-Brigade's not what you want to see on your last day before retirement. They're going to activate Karis from hand. Discarding Nerval, get searching. Adding a kit to hand. They're going to get Link summoning. We're going to activate our Ice Barrier. Do we need to activate Ice Barrier now? No. But we're doing it anyway as a flex. Legendary Fisherman. Online. Next turn we can search with Foolish Burial Goods. Get Legendary Fisherman 1. Use Legendary Ocean to normal summon. Banish his entire board. Making an Ancient Warrior. Making a Tri-Brigade Rugal. Adding the Revolt. Now Revolt, look, I got a lot to say about Revolt. The fact that it can target banished cards, sure. Banished cards, fine. But banished cards and cards in the graveyard, it's, I mean, basically unstoppable. I mean, it's a good card. Alright, well, Legendary Fisherman can banish their field. We draw Max C. Probably a bit late for Max C to be useful. If we had Max C before, maybe they would have slowed their plays down a little bit. Alright, let's get searching. He's got no negates on board. We do have the Revolt, though. We're going to get activating. We're going to get normal summoning. we're going to get Special Summon, we're going to get Banishing. Now, unfortunately, Legendary Fisherman, great card. He does so much. But his ability to protect himself is limited. He's immune to destruction. Can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. He's also unaffected by spell or trap effects. But he's weak to certain things that you're about to see. Let's get Maxian. Hopefully we can draw something relevant here. Unfortunately, our opponent has Crossout Designator. Not sure why they didn't use that on the Ash. But their Ancient Word is going to activate. Return a monster to hand. Legendary Fisherman's back in hand. His last act will be banishing our opponent's field. But unfortunately, Tri-Brigade Revolt's going to activate. We got nothing. We got no plays. Now there's a small chance. There's a small chance here. Maybe our opponent can't get lethal. Maybe. Maybe. He's going to banish our... He's going to banish our Legendary Ocean, sure. But... no. There's no hope. Now, I don't usually surrender, but I know when I've lost. And it's when Tri-Brigade banishes your field after activating Revolt. So, alright, well, I think that's a good way to retire Legendary Fisherman. I think it's time for him to have a rest. You know, we'll break him out again once there's Umi support, maybe. Alright, let's check out our opponent's deck list. Alright, opponent's got lots of negates. Got every negate in the world. Got Frame Gear. Got Ash Blossoms. Running the Effect Veiler. Obviously running the whole Tri-Brigade package. Every Tri-Brigade monster. 47 cards. Probably a mistake. Do run 3 copies of Revolt. Run a lot of protection here. Call by the Grave, Crossout, Forbidden Droplet. This deck very strong. Got Nibiru as well. If you draw your whole deck with Max C, you gotta have 1 copy of Nibiru to wipe your opponent's board. Alright, well, we all know that this is a tier 1 deck, so expect Legendary Fisherman to have a challenge with it. At least he got his revenge by banishing their field. Unfortunately, that was all the revenge he got. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.